Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really high-stakes battle, a fight to protect our entire digital world. See, there's this new kind of computer on the horizon, a quantum computer, and it's threatening to basically shatter the foundation of all our online security. So the big question is, how do we fight back? Well, it turns out there are two very different ideas leading the charge.
Okay, let's start with a thought it's pretty chilling, and it's becoming a very real possibility. What if there's a single master key, one that could open every digital lock in the world? We're talking every secret, every bank account, every private message you've ever sent. That's the kind of power we're up against, and that's what we need to defend against.
And look, this isn't some far-off science fiction plot. The arrival of powerful quantum computers, it's really just around the corner. And these machines are designed to be unbelievably good at one specific thing: cracking the complex math problems that our entire current digital security is built on. I mean, we're talking about making it completely obsolete.
So what does that actually mean for you and me? It means that the systems we trust every single day for our privacy, for our security, are becoming vulnerable. It's a full-on race to build new, better locks before the old ones are just shattered for good. So, to deal with this massive threat, two major solutions have popped up. And what's fascinating is that they each have a completely different philosophy for how to protect our data. It's really setting up a classic showdown between two fundamentally different ways of thinking.
All right, first up in the rank, we've got QKD, which stands for quantum key distribution. This method, it uses the seriously mind-bending laws of quantum physics itself to its advantage. The core idea is pretty wild. If anyone tries to eavesdrop on the key exchange, the very act of them looking at it actually changes it. That means any interception is instantly detectable. I mean, on paper, that sounds like the perfect unbreakable defense, right?
And its challenger? That's PQC, or post-quantum cryptography. Now, PQC doesn't mess with new physics. Instead, you could say it fights fire with fire. It's built on a whole new generation of really, really hard math problems that are believed to be so complex that even a super powerful quantum computer can't solve them efficiently. It's like building a new lock that requires a totally new kind of key. Okay, so let's really dive into this. Let's see how these two contenders actually stack up in the real world. Because as we all know, a great idea on paper doesn't always translate into a solution that, actually works when you need it.
So here's the catch with QKD. That theoretical perfection, it comes with some major real-world baggage. For one, it requires brand new, super expensive, specialized hardware. And you need dedicated infrastructure, like your own special fiber optic lines. As you can imagine, that makes it incredibly difficult to scale up to a global network like the internet we use every day. Plus, and this is a big one, it only solves one small, though very important, piece of the security puzzle: just distributing the keys securely.
And this table really makes the fundamental differences crystal clear. You see QKD over here? It's based on physics, which means it demands all that new hardware we talked about, and that really limits its scale. PQC, on the other hand, is all about the math, and it's software-driven. That means it can run on the systems we already have. That's huge, because it allows it to scale globally. And look at the scope. This is crucial. PQC covers not just key exchange, but the whole shebang: encryption, digital signatures, and authentication. So, at the end of the day, it really just boils down to this one crucial trade-off. On one side, you've got QKD offering this kind of theoretical, perfect security, but it's incredibly difficult and crazy expensive to actually deploy at scale. On the other side, you have PQC, which offers a really robust, practical solution that we can literally start using right now, today, across the entire digital world.
Okay, so let's see how this whole trade-off is actually playing out, where it really matters, right? In the actual decisions being made by huge organizations and governments all over the world.
And this is where PQC really shines. It's built to work with the world we already have. We don't have to rebuild the internet from scratch. It's way more cost-effective, it integrates with everything you use, the cloud, your phone, blockchain, and get this, it can be rolled out with simple software updates. I mean, that is a massive, massive advantage. And remember what we said about scope? This is absolutely huge. PQC isn't just a one-trick pony. It's a comprehensive security umbrella. It protects your data when it's just sitting there with encryption, it verifies who people are with digital signatures, and it confirms that things are legit through authentication. QKD, it just doesn't do all that. And if you're looking for an official stamp of approval, here it is. We're talking about NIST, that's the U.S. National Institute of Standards and Technology. And believe me, they are the absolute gold standard for this kind of stuff. They've spent years running this intense competition to find the very best PQC algorithms, and now they're in the final stages of standardizing them for everyone, all over the world, to use. This quote here really just nails the current reality in the cybersecurity industry. When you're facing a threat this urgent, waiting around for a solution that's perfect, but totally impractical, well, that's just not an option. The world needs security that works, and it needs it now. So where does this leave us? What does all this actually mean for the future of our digital security? Where are we headed from here? Well, while PQC is clearly becoming the standard, that doesn't mean QKD is completely out of the picture. There might still be a role for it. Think about super sensitive, specific situations, like, say, securing a direct, dedicated link between two top-secret government data centers. In cases like that, a hybrid approach using both PQC and QKD could offer an extra, super strong layer of defense. And this is the key takeaway for the vast majority of our digital lives, for the internet, for the cloud, for your mobile banking app, PQC is set to be the primary shield. It's going to be the new foundational layer that pretty much everything else is built on. Yeah, this quote really sums it up. It makes the conclusion of this whole contest crystal clear. When you look at the sheer scale and the urgency of the quantum threat, practicality simply has to win. PQC is the only solution that's actually ready to meet that challenge head-on for all of us, everywhere. So that leaves us with a final, kind of provocative thought, doesn't it? It's about the choices we have to make when we're faced with these urgent, world-changing technology shifts. When the stakes are this incredibly high, maybe the pragmatic solution, the one that's good enough to be deployed today, actually becomes the most powerful one of all. Thanks for tuning in.